I thought this would be the appropriate place to record this video. I am in the Corsa VXR and I want to talk to you guys about obviously the future of the car, as I'm sure you've guessed from this title. When I first bought this car, you know, it was absolutely fantastic. It still is, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the car. So let's roll back a little bit. I first bought this car, it was the first car I really wanted to mod properly, and upon doing so I then started sharing my ideas and my modifications and doing some how-to videos on YouTube. I never thought that anybody would watch them, which was a shock to me to start with. And then when I went back about 5-6 months later and the videos was going up in views still, I was a bit like, well, people must be wanting to know how to do this, must be wanting to know how to do that to the car. So straight away, that urged me to carry on doing the videos. So the VXR is where this channel started, completely started it. From my very first video to how to change an air filter, which was filmed portrait instead of landscape. If you haven't seen that, go back, very cringy. As well with the editing's come along so much as well since the first videos. And so this brings me to the question that I've got now. It's been, I think I've had this car now for about 2 years. We've only been posting for about a year, I think, on YouTube, something like that, when you cut it all down. And the question that I have to ask now is, what is next for the VXR? You all know that we've got the 350Z Fast and Furious project, which is currently nearly, I'd say it's about 60-65% done and wrapped at the minute. The bumpers are left to do and a few other little bits. The thing I'm thinking about now is, do I keep the VXR, wrap it, have it as an advertisement car sort of thing, or do I sell the VXR? Now many of you might be like, no, don't sell the VXR. Many might be like, do sell the VXR. Now I'm going to sit here and just weigh up some pros and cons about that. So for example, right now if I was to sell the VXR, I could use the money from the VXR instead of buying another car to put into the 350, which would then entitle me to be able to buy the wide body kit, the whole spray of the car. Visually the car would look 350Z Tokyo Drift replica. So I would get it color coded and matched and everything, all sprayed properly with the body kit together. The wide body kit, have everything all done at the same time, so it was all correct. But the only way I'm going to get that money straight away and like that is if I was to sell the car, because YouTube doesn't pay that much. People think you get loads of money from YouTube. You don't get a lot of money from YouTube. Unfortunately, it's one of the things where you can keep posting content. You will go through one whole day of recording the content, and then you will go through maybe half a day editing it, rendering it, and then you will end up having to upload it. If you want good quality stuff, it takes a long time to upload. So long story short, do I sell the VXR and put all the money into the 350 and just have the one car, or do I wrap the 350 as it is, keep it like that, still going Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift replica, might I add, but the content would be slower on the 350. I mean, we could still change things like oil coolers and all that sort of stuff and try and get the engine bay looking all good, try and replace everything, get it all machine polished, like strip the whole engine down and all that, and do that. But at the same time, do you guys think that that would be worth doing, selling the VXR and putting it into the 350? Now, some of you might be like, well, you're going to be missing Corsa content from your channel. We're not going to be missing Corsa content from the channel because we've got Jack's car as well. Now, my mind is not set up on this. I mean, Jack's car is basically a fresh canvas. We already know what we're going to do to that to make it look absolutely insane. Evil. Very, very evil. So you will not be missing Corsa content. We will still be posting the Corsa content. Just for mine, you know, it is just going to be used for advertisement. And you've seen a lot of the things that we've done with that Jack's car. We can redo the older videos, show you properly how to remove stuff and that, and spray your interiors and do everything else, and, you know, just give you a better insight rather than the old videos from 2 years ago. We can still do that now, don't get me wrong. That can still be done now, but do we do that on Jack's car and sell this car? So the main question that I am asking you, what do you guys think? Now, my mind's not made up on this. To be fair, it would be sad to see the car go. It really, really would be sad to see the car go. But, you know, I'm just weighing up options and wanting to know what you guys think about this. This probably isn't going to be the end of the video. We're still going to carry on a vlog, so don't worry. That's not going to take up this whole video. So, like I said, let me know down below what you guys think. Do you think we should sell the VXR, pump all the money into the 350, or do you think we should keep both cars and mod them both slowly? What do you guys think about that? You guys let me know down below in the comments, and we'll see what's happening. At this moment, I don't think I'm going to sell the VXR. I think I am going to rewrap it. But again, it's just one of the things and one of the options that we have on the cards to be able to do at some point if we needed to. So, without further ado, Jack's in the unit while I'm just recording this. We're going to go and switch the gearbox over on a Corsa VXR. It's already been taken out. So, we're back inside the unit now. What we're going to do is we're going to switch this gearbox over. Jack's already took half of it out already. The person who owns this car, he basically had a few issues with the gearbox, it flicking itself out of gear and such. So he's gone ahead and bought a second gearbox. The second gearbox has a short shifter on as well, so it's going to be a little different for him when trying to get it into gear. I will show you the difference between the two in a second. There isn't that much difference really, but this whole process involves taking the battery out and pretty much everything on the right side of the engine. The gearboxes are very heavy to get out, so yeah, we're not going to drag this whole video out of showing you the gearbox coming in and out because, you know, it is a very, very long process. So this is just a little bit of extra content for you guys that we wasn't going to record to put onto the end of this video, so you guys, you know, get a little bit of content as well, and you can see me and Jack still working. So down here you can see the gearbox is out, the old one, the battery and everything's out. What? Drips don't get wet, they only get bigger.
It's one fart.
So that's all out now. If you come down here, this is the new gearbox to go in with the short shifter on. There's the old gearbox. Jack switched the release bearings over because this one had a new one not long ago, and we're not sure when this one last had one. So you're going to now struggle to put this in, and you're going to crack some more ribs.
No, you're doing it.
Okay. I've probably got a red face because I've been holding the gearbox. So has Jack. So has the man in question. So basically, the gearbox is now in with the short shifter on. A few bolts are in to hold it in place. And now we're done. Good night. No, don't recommend doing one of these on the floor because it is very, very heavy to get in. It is a struggle as well, and it is a tight squeeze. But Jack's just inspecting. Jack, can you get the torch? Where is the torch?
Cool. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Thanking you. So now we've got light. You can see the new one's in with the short shifter. Process now is basically put everything else back in.
That's the easy bit.
But it wasn't actually so bad. It was just really, really heavy to get in. They do take a little bit of time because, as you can see, you have to strip out basically half of the engine. I may show you some little snippets of putting some bits into this as well, but again, like I said, we're not going to go so much in depth because it is quite a big job. So we're now going to go to sleep, and we'll see. No, we're not really. We're going to go ahead and put. Jack just fell over and made Spanner go flying. How did that feel?
Quite enjoyed it, to be fair.
Where's my postcard?
Fucking lost it.
So we're going to jump ahead and put some of this stuff back in now, and I'll show you some quick little snippets. So the gearbox and that is now in. He's all had a nice new sump in there as well because it was cracked a little bit. So one more happy customer. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. Thank you so much for liking them, commenting on them, and subscribing to the channel. We didn't want to end this video on sort of a negative note. Not negative, but you know, we're talking about selling the VXR. We didn't want to end it on that, so that's why we added this little snippet bit in it. Hope you guys can help me decide what we do with the VXR, whether we push this 350 or whether we continue with the VXR and have both cars. But content on them both will be a lot slower. As you can imagine, splitting the money between two cars means obviously fewer mods for each one. And I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. Again, YouTube doesn't pay that much. The only way you can get videos trending if you guys like them, commenting and interacting with each other. That is what makes videos trend, and that is what makes us get more views and the channel expand, basically. So again, thank you guys so much. T-shirts will be coming very soon. Thank you guys for everybody that's bought merch. Sincerely appreciate it. Link down below if you want to buy stickers. Again, still waiting on getting that restock as well, getting them back in stock. So thank you guys so much for supporting us. Thank you guys for seeing us through this journey. The 350 is nearly wrapped and nearly done. I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks it will be drivable. It'll have the new alloys and everything on it, and then we could start looking at where we're going to go, whether we're going to go and start getting the wide body kit as well. We've got a exhaust sponsor, I believe, for the 350, so get ready for a custom exhaust that's coming on the back of this. Absolutely fantastic. You guys have seen it before, but yeah, you know, things are moving, and we sincerely appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting us and taking us through this journey.
That was a great video, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also check out Instagram for daily content.